Okay, something a little bit different today. I'm going to do a little bit of a service video on the Matiz Daewoo Chevy. This one's a Chevy, but it's the same car. So one of my tail lights are fused, but the brake light still works, but it's the same bulb. So you swap that out first, and then I'll let the oil drain overnight because I need to change the oil on it. I've done over 6,000, well, maybe over 7,000 miles on it. So on 58,000 miles now. Not bad for 500 quid. And want to change the oil on it. I think I also need an oxygen sensor because my fuel economy's gone down big time. Gonna order another oxygen sensor slash airflow sensor for it. They're very cheap, like 9-10 quid. And hopefully my MPGs will be back. Let's do this first. Okay, let's put the side lights on. I've already done one bulb on the front, so we got one right here, lovely, and nothing right here, but the brake light does work, but they're like a twin double bulb, so let's get that off. See some of my window stickers. That one's not really true, but I'm gonna keep it anyway. A dog. The tail was supposed to be on the wiper, but it wouldn't have worked on this car. And have a nice day for all the weird people that keep honking and looking odd at me. And UK, because I'm planning to go abroad one day. I got new rear bearings for this underneath the passenger seat, ready for it one day because I think they're going to go out soon. I've already re-greased them. Need a new handbrake adjuster on the other side because only one handbrake slackens off and stuff. My handbrake's not very good most of the time. Actually, have another Matiz on the way, an older one, a Daewoo with the round lights, and hopefully this thing will be a babe one day. Maybe I'll try and swap the front end, but need like 3 or 4 rear studs because on this one it's kind of mangled and not very safe. Somebody cross-threaded them badly. I've only got a few nuts actually holding the back wheels on both sides now. They're like there's 2 studs on each side, kind of really bad. So anyway, let's get the tail light before we run out of light. So hopefully there's only 2 screw slash bolt things here holding it on. I've got a little cute socket set I keep in the car, and you can see I've got aftermarket speakers bodged in there because the driver's side front wasn't working when I got the car, and I had these ready for the 4-track and I thought, yeah, I'll just put them in this. And they are louder than the originals. The back one's kind of rattled about a bit, but it's pretty good. Don't tell the girlfriend, but I am thinking about getting some lowering springs for it. Because the other Matiz that I've bought for 110 quid, but it's got a lot of useful parts on it, so it's not that bad. The engines are locked up, but I don't know what's wrong with it because these don't tend to overheat. It's got oil in it, it's got water in it as well, so I don't know, maybe the previous guy got it for doing a job, so it's never been on the road or running with him or anything, so it'll be interesting to see if we can get that engine going, unless it was running on no oil and somebody put oil in it when they got rid of it, because that wouldn't surprise me. And it's just seized up from oil starvation, because they don't tend to overheat, these things. But as you can see, I've also put mud flaps on the car. That's cool. I also cleaned the headlights because they were foggy. I got a buffer, a cheap one from Amazon, and headlight cleaner. And they've come out they're very easy, and they come out very nice. Right, how does this come out? There we go. Tail light mass. Ooh, that's bad. Reversing lights. V. Alright. That was my papa. Losing light as we speaking. Here's the new bulb. Hopefully it fits in nicely. I'll test it now. Just don't think I need to clean the contacts or anything. I'm always scared putting bulbs in. It's kind of scary. Very scary. Hey, there we go. Put it in the other way. Alright, let's test it out. Should work. Hey, good. And brake lights. Tidy, okay. At least the brake lights still worked with me, but it's just if the cop pulls me over, it's a bit of a... I mean, I can say, oh yeah, I didn't know. Well, I didn't know until this morning. My boss told me. Right, so it goes in like that. Tidy. Just make sure it's tight. I'm starting to think I might do this car like 90s custom. Get some lowering springs. I'll repaint it eventually. It's a bit of a tip with me right now. But yeah, next thing is I'll get some lowering springs and it'll really shape up the car with the new alloys. The alloys on this car that I bought are a bit scratched and things, but they're a hell of a lot better than these hubcap steel wheels. So I don't know if I'll paint them. Well, I'll keep them silver for a bit, see how they look. And then once I lower the car, I'll have to decide whether I paint them black or white. I'm kind of debating on painting them white, to be honest. I can always redo them. There you go. They got plastic inserts, so I don't want to tighten them too much. Good. Got tail lights. Very nice. And they're no brighter than the other side, so the other side's not on the way out. But that's how I'm calculating it. And here's the new oil filter. Boschuk. How do you pronounce that? Look how tiny it is. I mean, are they sure it's not supposed to be on the lawnmower? Made in Tunisia. Oh, hopefully that fits on. Should do. And I've got some 5W30 oil, I think. I've got a whole load of it. Yeah, 5W30. Don't know what DX means. High performance automotive engine oil. The good stuff. I trust the guy in the town that I buy stuff from. Once the payment didn't go through, and then they phoned me up or something. No, I went over to get a can of spray, and they told me, and they're like, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't have any cash on me at the time, so I only had enough money in the bank to buy the cans of spray. So I came back another day with cash, and they're really happy with me, so that's good. Right, so now that's done. Drain the oil overnight, and I'll fill it back up in the morning. I'm going to do a proper job of it. Take a magnet through the old oil. It's quite clear, it's not black or anything. It's only hopefully got 6,000 miles on it, 6 or 7. Because when I bought the car I had new belts, new battery, new tyres. I've changed the tyres since then. The front started going bald, but all around were starting to crack a bit. They were a bit old. And new cam belt, which I was very happy about. And new oil. Don't know about gearbox oil, but maybe I'll look into that at some point. Not a huge deal at the moment. So yeah, I'll be happy once I change the oil in it. I've been busy working lately, so haven't had... Well, we got the engine in the car, but it's not seated in the mounting holes, which kind of sucks. We were struggling with it, and it was raining, snowing even, and it was horrible. So could do that tomorrow. I've got at least half a day off tomorrow, so get that in properly and I'll be very happy. And get that done with, then go back to the shops, get some oil for it, fresh oil, because I think I flooded it too much and the oil smelled like petrol a bit. But I'm keeping the oil, hopefully make some diesel out of it one day. Let's bring the car over here, and we've got a flat nice surface to work on. I'll park it that end because it slopes down a bit. Oh no, I'll drive it over this way because there's a obvious slope on this end. Oh, so happy I got a power bank for this thing. Where should I put this? think one thing I forgot to mention is I want to fix the... I do normally keep this up, but I used it as a tripod. There's some boot lights in here, or one boot light then. I want to get those fixed. I'm going to check if it's just the bulb, hopefully, because that would be handy in the night. I've also got, turn the ignition on. I did have lights down there and here, for some passenger stamped the lights on that side down, and then somebody yanked so hard on the wire that was left that the wire came off this side of the lights. So I've only got these two left now, so I'm gonna have to redo that. I also we got Rover on the yard. Yeah, the radio connection's a bit funny. Oh, hey, there we go. Rover. This is definitely not a Rover, but the front of the radio was the same radio as the one in the Rover. And it's red. The one that was in the car was green, so I wanted to change things up a bit. And it's got black buttons instead of silver buttons, so happy. Prefer it. I need to clean the connections or something in the plug to the radio because it's very dodgy. But yeah, you can see speakers. I've got the caps for the speakers in the boot, but I prefer to see them. This is my first car, so I've got to like yobblify it as much as I can. Still got my lucky duck, my fireman, and my temperature gauge. I can set that gauge to anything. Look at that dude. This one wasn't working before, so this side light stopped working before, so changed that pretty easy. And I took I think it was 2 or 3 bolts holding the headlight on. Just took it out, make it easier to get it out, and I gave these a good scrub. They're not brand new, but I can actually see nighttime now. Before I couldn't see the line when I had my lights and dips. They were so faded, yellowed, and now I can see the line quite clearly. And this side's a little higher than that side, which bugs me, but I'll sort it out one day. Anyway, I've got to move on because I know it's getting dark and I talk too much in my videos, so I'm sure somebody will still comment telling me I talk too much, but I'm going to shut up now. Oh, just realised something. I parked it the wrong way around because the sump hole is on the other side, so I've got to park it facing uphill. That's alright. Also, I don't think I've showed you this. Look at my oil cooler. It's a little bit mangled. I wonder how that could have happened, you know. It didn't have any fins on it already, so that's something I'll replace with the other car. If you look down from the bonnet, you can actually see that the rad's been bent inwards as well. I bet if I still had my rad fan there, it would have probably started leaking, but I burnt that up ages ago, so haha, because I got a bit of mud stuck in it. The zip ties are starting to go a bit loose there. Right, gonna turn it round. Okay, change of plan. Because the drain plug's in the back, I just need to jack up the front and somehow fit in underneath it behind my mud flaps. So I don't know if the sway bar is gonna bend or something, but let's try it like this. Hopefully the car won't roll. It's better doing it on the flat now, anyway. Right, let's get some axle stands underneath it because my handbrake is not very good. It's high enough, that's for sure. All the oil should come out of it. It's sloping a little bit that way, so we should be good. Right, where can I put this? It's probably safe on the sway bar actually. Shouldn't have left the axle stands outside, they're a bit stiff. Right, we should be good. Maybe I can get under it like that. Yes, I put the axe stands out a bit more so I can reach in more. Wait a minute and I'll be back. You can't see much right now, annoyingly. Ooh, I see the bend of the sway bar up there, so if I let it down, there's a little bit. But the sway bar's supposed to bend, so it's fine. Or twist. There you go, I've got plenty more space now. Move this out of the way. I do grease the thread up on this. Make sure it's clean and everything. That's much better. There we go. You can see there's a sump right there. Everything's facing downhill and that way, so all the oil should come out. Most of it anyway. I let it drain overnight so it's got a good chance. And we should be good. Right, let's try draining this out. Ooh. Okay, that's tight. Do like this then. Those bloody dogs, they're always noisy. Right, got my impact here, but I've only got the Imperial sockets, so I'm gonna get one of the sockets there. I don't know where the oil pump, the oil filter is still. That's a mystery. Hopefully it's not in a very awkward place. I bet it will be. I'll try it without the extension. It's a bit big. There we go. Right. Should have got a drain pan first. That would have been good. Before I take it all the way out. Oh. Oh, it's a bit black on the bottom. It was brown on the dipstick. Good thing I'm changing it. Right. Got my actually clean oil pan now. Not oily. Volkswagen oil. Watery Volkswagen oil. Right. Hope we don't splash too much. Oh, it needed changing. That's for sure. Don't know if this has a magnet on it or not. I can run a magnet through it anyway. Yeah, happy I'm doing it. It's still kind of clear brown on the dipstick. It's still brown. At least it's not completely black, but it needed changing. Right, where is the oil filter? Ah, there's the oil filter, up there. Okay, that's alright. I might just let it drip down onto the floor. I mean, into the oil pan, because the axle stands in the way slightly. Okay, even though it looks like it's finishing, I'm going to let it drain overnight. Now, what about the one up here? Oh, it's slack. Okay. That's cool. Plenty of space to get a oil filter tool on. Okay, the oil filter, this can be a bit tricky because I feel I'm going to get a lot of oil down my arm. I don't know if I can get it from the top. I don't think I can. Oh god. Okay, it's kind of like sideways but downward facing, so hopefully I can keep most of the oil in it. Haven't gotten too much down my arm yet. Oh god. There we go. Okay. Glad I took that off and let it drain overnight. That's all I got on my hand. Not bad. Maybe I can get it in. Yeah, okay, I can get it in. But I just missed it a bit. Happy with that? Very simple. Good job. Here we go. It's a nice morning.
says she presented Donald Trump with her Nobel Peace Prize at the White House.
I don't like these jacks very much. Okay, so I was thinking while my map sensor and O2 sensor were on the way, and when I inspected the old one, it had oil on it, and I thought it shouldn't have that much oil on it. And then I thought, what about, there's like some valve, isn't there? So I found out the PCV valve sorts out all of that stuff. It's like an efficiency thing, I think. I'm not very good with all these new cars with all their sensors and stuff. Ooh, this is hard to do with one hand. Ooh. So I thought before I put a new map sensor and a new O2 sensor, apparently there's one after the catalytic, yeah, there it is, down there on, I'll check the PCV valve, because this had a lot of oil on it, and I washed it off and it briefly looked like I had a lot of better mileage again, but it seems that it's gotten worse. So already, like after a quarter of a tank, like the fuel started draining fast again. So what I'm going to do is check the map sensor again. I'll check the air filter, see how much oil is under this. I haven't checked the air filter in a while, so I might need to change that anyway. I might get a freer flowing one if I can. And hopefully, I'm not going to change the map sensor and the O2 sensor yet, because it probably needs changing anyway, to be honest. But I'm just going to get a PCV valve and then I'll change these, because there's no point gunking up a new map sensor straight away. Right, how's this looking? Yeah, it's got oil on it. Not as much as it did before, but I've just cleaned it, so I wonder if I can look in there, see how much oil. I can put some spray down there. Is this a PCV valve? I don't know what it looks like exactly. Let me just search it up. I don't think I'll get a cone air filter for it. I'll probably try and get a normal air filter, because it gets cold air from the front better. So I'll just try and get a free flowing one, or a performance one. Someone probably makes them. Right, this should come off. Yep. Ooh, it's got some crap in it. It's on the right end though. But the air filter does look fine. Might give it a quick wash out. I think there's been a mouse in there or something. It doesn't look very oily. Might have had a bit of oil, I don't know. Yeah, there's been a mouse in there probably. Probably when I was on holiday or something. But I'm going to clean it out a bit. But the air filter looks pretty good, so I don't think I have to change it. Actually, except for that little bit where something's been eaten at it. It doesn't look like I can clean the air filter much, because it's just ripping everything apart. Could put a compressor through it, maybe. Or put a compressor through it later, and I'll clean out the box a bit. There's a bit of a nest in there. It's right down here. This pipe goes down here and there. Should just pull out apparently. This one I should just pull out. Don't know if it will. Oh, I just dropped the battery bank. Alright, I'm gonna go back out because the camera wanted to stay here, so right, let's try that again. Doesn't have any clips on it or anything. Could take it off the intake. There you go. Yeah, it's got a bit of oil on there already. It's rattling a bit. I don't know, it's just supposed to be noisier than that. There it is. Purple and black. It's not that noisy. But I can see there's oil coming. Yeah, there's oil coming down the intake right now, so I better get it replaced, I reckon. Which way round did it go again? I think it was this way. Yeah. Just get it back on for now. It might be doing its job a bit, but not completely, maybe. So it's safer just to sort that out. I'll get a new one of them. Try and find out what this is as well. And I'll see you in a bit. Also, started the weight reduction. I'm actually taking them out so I can put sound deadening in at some point. But the two front seats are very heavy as well. The back of the back seat was heavy, the bottoms are fine. Two front seats, they're also heavy, so I might take them out. Bit risky not taking a spare tyre, but I've still got a compressor, so if I got slow puncher then that's alright. So let's get this baby installed. Why have I got feathers there? I'm still waiting for a PVC, no that's plastic. PCV valve to come, but this has arrived, so I might as well put it on. I did do some modifications to this. I obviously cleaned the mouse poop out. I took this pipe out because it makes it quieter. I know it's right by the exhaust, however it does have another one back here. It doesn't work as good though. I might get some bonnet vents to let all the hot air go out. I don't know if I'm going to keep that in the box yet, because it will fit probably, or if I'm just going to have it out. I also put holes in the bottom of the bottom tray, just to keep in, and this isn't great anyway because these have snapped, so technically not much filtering going on if that blows open, but I don't think it will anyway. So let's have a listen how it sounds now, and then without anything on, and then with the new filter on. Good. Okay, this is how it sounds now. Not bad. This is how it sounds without it. You can hear the air going in. Mean. It's a big difference. Now this is going to be the tricky part. I'm going to take this cover off of the air filter anyway. I'll show you what I did to it, what manner of things I did to it. It's only got two back bolts holding it on now. I'll still keep it in just to stop some rain from coming up, even though I drilled lots of holes in it. Probably too big. Holes too big, to be honest. Ooh. Oh goody. Yeah, instead of getting some heat shielding for the... That's the right size, yep. Instead of getting heat shielding from the exhaust and the engine things, I'll just put some bonnet vents in, and it should be plenty good enough. I also put some holes in my middle silencer, but because I don't feel like taking the whole exhaust off that night. But I will take it off, take some baffles out of the centre one, and then I'll get a cherry bomb for the back. And hopefully it won't be too loud then. Because it's a good volume as it is, but I still want to take some baffles out of this, because there's a... So the catalytic converter is right on the exhaust manifold. I'm going to have to keep that for MOT. And then I've got a middle one, middle silencer and a rear silencer. The rear one's out. And it sounds pretty good, pretty alright. But with a cherry bomb it'll just dial it just right to get the sound tuning nice. Now this is the high compression engine, so I mean, like, the valves will hit the piston if the cam belt goes. So if you want to put a turbo on it, you need like less compression really. Like put a spacer where you put the head gaskets or whatever, but instead of doing anything like that in the future, I think I'll just maybe get better injectors or something. I don't think you have to mess around with any of the compression or anything. I still get decent power out of it. Obviously, don't tell my insurance about any of this. They don't need to know. Worst I can do is go into a hedge and nothing needs to be said. So here's what I kind of did to it. All manner of butchery. The holes are probably too big, but that's just the drill bit that was on the pillar drill at the time. I didn't want to replace the chuck or anything. I think it's called the chuck. So I'm just going to let this, well, it might be fine like that. Now I don't know, maybe I should have got one slightly smaller. Unless it goes on top. I know it's a bit cheating. I've got another clip right here. So yeah, not going to get any intake vents because I don't want any water to come in, but vents to let the hot air go out. It'll be fine. That'll be good. Right, I'll keep that one for something else. Now, how am I going to do this? Can I stretch that at all? Or does it have to go? Will it go over just fine? I have a feeling it's better to have it the other way, but I should probably give it a clean first. Also, ooh, don't do that. Just need to put a clip on. I don't like that gap at all, to be honest. It's not good. It kind of looks a little funny right now. Also, it's opened up the gap. Don't know if I can get some tape on that or something. That's not good. Unless I can get it all the way on. Give this a good clean so no dust goes in the engine. It's not that bad, to be honest. And then I'll just put it all back past that. It doesn't look like I can get a box or anything on it. Get another pipe. Maybe I'll get a snorkel pipe now. Let's get that on there. How easy is this going to be on me to get on? Or I can just tape around that whole ring. That wouldn't be a terrible idea. This is the first intake mods I've ever done, really. Well, actually no. I kind of did a homemade cone filter for the other 4-track a little while ago. Oh, there we go. Just keep twisting it. Should go on. Maybe I should get some soapy water. I'm sure that's good for your engine though. Oh, I'm going to try something, but I don't think it's a good idea. But if it works, then save me a bit of hassle. Oh God. This is a terrible idea. This will seal it. Yes. If this doesn't seal it, I don't know what will. JB Weld. Not JB Weld, RTV. Yes. It'll be actually better than it was before. It had an old filter. It looks a little saggy, a little weird. But that should close up that gap, wasn't it? Unless there's a gap somewhere else, but I don't think there is. Ah, I'm a professional. Oh God, it looks so wrong. Right, I don't know how noisy it's going to be. It does sound better. Yeah, sounds good. I might take this tray out. Well, actually I might leave it in because it's stopping too much water coming up. I wonder if I could take this. I mean, that feeds cold air in, I suppose. That pipe there. I could put the original pipe back on the front now, because it does feed cold air in. Might do that actually. I'll put the front pipe back on, so that it feeds more cold air in. I'm going to put some vents here and here probably, just to let all the hot air come through. But I can definitely hear the difference. I can hear the air just flowing on idle now. Yes! I might just cover it in more duct tape. It sealed up the crack, I bet. But just to be sure, because it's got a bit of OCD. But God, it looks terrible. But obviously I don't care too much how it looks. I got mud flaps. I'm going to take that springy thing off because it's before it makes a hole in my roof, and it'll be a bit quieter in there then. I'm going for performance over style at the moment, so mud flaps do help until I reverse over. But yeah. This is stupid. Mean. Not as loud as no filter, but at least it is filtering a bit. At least I hope. They did have good reviews. I mean, a lot of people bought them. So I didn't want to foam one. I don't think they're as good, are they? I don't know. Anyway, let's hope my engine isn't packing in next week. I do a lot of dirt driving. Well, in the summer, I go through a lot of fields and dusty and everything. So let's see how it goes. Good. Okay, it's a long while later. The PCV valve, little £3 part, took forever to come from China, about 3 weeks. I got cushions. I got 2 cushions on my drive seat because after about a month of working, driving diggers and dumpers and things, I got this bad abscess on a little bit near to my spine, next to my bum, specifically over my tailbone-ish. It's quite common apparently, and that's put me in hospital, and I've had an operation done, so I'm off of work for a while. So yeah, got the PCV valve changed, got this oxygen sensor changed, and after driving it for a bit and putting brake cleaner and stuff in the intake to dry up all the oil that was blocking up the old map sensor, I put the new one in and it's staying dry. So I've filled the tank. I've done about 70 miles so far with the car, and it's still dry. So first time I cleaned the new map sensor, it had a bit of crud from when I sprayed brake cleaner on it, but it wasn't wet at all, so it didn't block up. So I believe, hopefully, once this tank's empty, I should be around 300 miles more than 260 than what I got what it was getting when I bought the car. So the old PCV valve did, well, it was obviously leaking because the new map sensor's dry. It doesn't feel, the car doesn't feel as like it has as much power now, but that might be because it doesn't have a rich tuning. Yeah, I might clean the spark plugs. They might be a bit dirty, foul now because it was running so rich. Because you could smell it in the air when you open the window. Not completely, because most of my exhaust has rusted off or whatever. But yeah. The car desperately needs a tracking on the front because I got these wheels off the blue car over there. And because I've been so ill, I haven't been able to put my old tyres on. So I put these wheels on, and the front ones that were on the car, which were only a few months old, remember, were bowled on the inside, and these were the back wheel tyres that were on the old rims. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put these newer tyres, which are still pretty much brand new, on the front rims, and put those ones who are still good on the old car, on this parts car, on the back of it, because these were the front wheels from the parts car and they are extremely bold. I have got lowering springs for the car, however I'm not sure I can fit the springs in the condition I'm in right now, because lying down and stuff is just painful. Working on cars is a little bit painful, but I'm working on the scimitar a little bit, so sorry if a video doesn't come out with that for a while. I would like to get the lowering done before getting it tracking, because after lowering it, if I track it now and then lower it, I'll have to track it again probably, because when you lower a car, everything twists and whatever. So I don't know, maybe I'll get some springs in. What if I just get the back springs in? That would surely improve the look a little bit. Yeah, these rims look good. These alloys look great. Bit scratched up, but I'd say they look nicer than the old ones. I'll have to mess with the front mud flaps once I lower it. The back one's alright, I think, because the front ones scrape a little bit as it is when I go around corner or whatever. So yeah, engine fixed. Mileage is getting better, I'm pretty sure. Ideally the car's supposed to do roughly 310 miles per tank, but that's with the city driver or whatever. The blow by, no blow by. There's a bit of blow by on idle coming out the cap, but as soon as you give it some revs, there's nothing. So the engine's in healthy shape, I reckon. I reckon if I put a compression tester on each cylinder, it'd read great. Just came out here because, oh yeah, the heat shielding ripped it off. That bolt wouldn't come out. I don't think it's getting too hot. Might still get bonnet vents in the top. I have to do a proper job of it though. I don't want the bonnet to rust out, whatever. Also put a different aerial on the roof. The springy one's gone because it was going to make a hole in the roof eventually, and it was interfering with the car's body, so I wasn't getting any good signal unless I propped it up. When it was propped up, the springy aerial worked amazing on the radio, but at least I got a bit of radio if I need it. So yeah, one of the nuts for the exhaust manifold's missing there. That's funny. This has been played with before by some mechanic, not by a teenager I doubt. Not with the miles it had. There's 52,000 when I bought it, and it's, well, let's check right now, and it's done 675 since the last MOT, and 59,703 miles in total. So how much is that? That is 7,000 I put on it, because I changed the oil and stuff at about 6,000 miles, I believe. That's in this video, in fact. So I'm happy I changed the oil. So mint. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Yeah, I don't know when, but yeah, either with this thing lowered or something on the scimitar or something. But yeah, I'm behaving. Nobody's letting me go back to work driving diggers and dumpers, so the nurse says that I might, because they've scooped a big yucky abscess out, and it'll take, they have to repack it every 2 days now instead of every day, which is good, and it'll take 4 to 5 weeks to seal up. I'm guessing probably more, and 4 or 5 months to heal properly. So yeah, but there we go. Hopefully you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Bye.